Hey everybody, it's your boy Captain Hunter coming at you again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Without further ado, I wanted to do a quick video to respond to some of the stuff that's been going on. Something that's really been interesting to me is that since I got a little bit older, kids got grown, got out of the house and all that kind of stuff, I'm not really into sports that much anymore. Now, if I'm out at my boy's house or at a bar or something like that, then I may actually I'll watch the game or whatever. But me to sit home and just put on a game and just sit there and start watching it, it'll be watching me. So, and that's kind of all sports: football, baseball, basketball, all that kind of good stuff. But there is a drama that's going on out here, and that is about the Ime Udoka. I hope I'm saying his name. I'm probably butchering his name, but the coach of the Boston Celtics. Brother who worked his way up, wasn't really a superstar, but kind of worked his way up, stayed on his grind and worked his way through and all that. And so I can appreciate that. So I want to talk about the video that we're going to watch here. And that's Shaquille O'Neal was on a podcast and someone had asked him about what was going on and the cheating scandal concerning Ime and cheating on the very, very beautiful Nia Long. Now, how anybody could cheat on her and step out, hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to get into that. But as I want to talk about, on this podcast, really going forward, as I mentioned, is making men the best versions of themselves. And so we look at a person like Shaquille O'Neal, who's got the height, who's got the money, who's got the fame, who's got the power, who's got the prestige. He's got everything that everyone would seemingly want. And yet what he talked about in this particular clip that I'm going to play is his what he wanted most in life and what he missed out on because of his philandering ways was that he missed out on his children's coming home, running to him saying, mommy, mommy, daddy, daddy, right? Particularly daddy, daddy. So all the money, all the championships, the best times of his life, as he's going to say, is that. So let's get into it.
I am going to step down from this conversation. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
I was a serial cheater. It would be crazy and blasphemous for me to get up here and say, boom, boom, bam. I can't do that. I know these guys personally. I know they're going through a lot because I went through a lot. I just wish that, certain parties weren't involved. Like I've known Nia Long for a long time. I like her. I know Adam for a long time. And they're going through a lot of family stuff. But I'm never the guy that's going to get up here because of my platform and fake it. I did it. I was the best at it. I'm not proud of it. I lost my family doing it. I lost valuable, important years with my children from doing it. So I refuse to get up here. You shouldn't have did this. You shouldn't have did that. I'm not that guy. I'm real with the situation. So in law terms, I can say I'm going to do something, right? But until I make the overt act, it's not really a crime. Like I can say right now, next person that calls my friend and pranks call him on the phone, I'm going to go punch him in the face. Now, if I actually take my car and start driving towards their house to, commit a crime, then that's conspiracy. I can be charged with conspiracy. But to answer your question, no, it is not worth it. But let me tell you why. The happiest days of my life were coming home and hearing 6 different people say, Daddy, Daddy, happiest days of my life. Forget the money, forget the cars, even forget the championship, especially when they were little and 2 and 3 and didn't really care that I missed 10, 15 free throws. They wait up for me at the games and, Daddy, can we go to Universal? Those are the best days of my life. When I lost those, I'm not going to use the D word because I know a lot of people are suffering with that, but I was all the way down. And sometimes I'm still all the way down, especially when I was in my house in Orlando, which is 70,000 square feet, in there by myself.
Right.
Nobody. Like I built a house for the kids, gym, game room, pool house, this and that, guest house for the mom and all that. When I lost that by being stupid, it killed me. So to answer your question, no, it's not worth it. I wish these 2 fellas the best. I wish they can come through it, and I hope they do not lose their families over what was done. So again, I'm not going to sit here and say, and call these people out because I did it. And Shaquille O'Neal is never want to be a hypocrite in real life situations. I'll always be a hypocrite in basketball.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there, obviously. So again, this is a brother who's been through the pain, through the fire, and all that. Growing up, I'm just really kind of want to speak to the younger men, right? Beneath 40, right? You're 35 on your game, you're 30 on your game. By on your game, I mean you're getting your education, you're traveling, you're trying to build something, you're putting in overtime, you're doing all this type of stuff, right? And if you start making some noise, start making some moves, other people besides your spouse may notice you making these types of moves. And so they want to get in on the game. They want to get in on it. And so Shaq is telling us and telling the world that the best times of his life he missed out on because he was on a game, because he was on road trips or kicked out of the house, or the things that he built, they were taken away from him because of his infidelity, because of his philandering ways. So yes, brother, stay on your game, stay on your grind, do what you got to do, but your family has to come first. The money, the fame, the cars, the women, none of that is worth it. And he said he's still down about that. He's still down about that years later. Shaq is, I believe, my age or a little bit older, or maybe 1 year or 6 months older than me. And he's still down about that. But the times that he missed was growing up with his kids, with his family, with his wife, and all that. And now she's remarried and moved on and all that. And so we throw it away because of the temporary items that come across us, the money, the cars, the fame, and all that. And so take this as a lesson from a brother who went through it. Unfortunately, we're all going to continue to go through items. Sometimes, telling us isn't going to be enough, and we have to see it and go through it and experience it for ourselves. So there was a wise quote that I once heard. It says, "A smart man learns from his mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others." So take it from Shaq, take it from other individuals. This head coach is going through it right now. Is it worth it in the end? If 20 years later, you're still looking back with regret and wishing that you could go back and change some things, wishing you could go back and get those daddies back, you can't. I often say I would give anything to have my kids as little kids again, as little toddlers, 3, 4, 5. But those days are gone. And so fortunately, I've taken the pictures, had the videos, and have the memories. But take it from this brother. So I just want to leave you with that. Much love and peace, everyone. Make sure you hit that rate, subscribe, and share button. Much love and peace.